Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to walk you through the fascinating history of bilingual education in Colombia. From early influences to more recent policy changes, bilingualism has evolved significantly, shaping the way that Colombians connect with the world. So, we are going to start with the early period and foundations of bilingualism. During the colonial and independence period, which was around 1540 and 1810, bilingualism was primarily seen in the form of Latin and Spanish. Influenced by the Spanish colonial system, Latin was used in academic and religious contexts, while the Spanish became the dominant language among the general population. And this period laid the foundation for Colombia's linguistic landscape, with Spanish becoming the official language post-independence. In the post-independence period, which was around 1881 and 1886, Colombia experienced an expansion of language influence. This time saw a blend of Spanish, French, Greek, Latin, and English, introduced primarily through educational reforms and international relationships. French became more popular among the intellectuals, the diplomacy, the politics, while English slowly started to appear as Colombia connected more with the English-speaking countries. This blend of languages marked the shift towards a more diverse linguistic environment. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Today I'll take you through some key milestones that define bilingualism in Colombia during the mid-20th century. This era marked an important shift towards integrating English and French in education, laying the groundwork for the future bilingual initiatives. While between 1951 and 1993, Colombia experienced a remarkable period of linguistic transformation characterized by a significant push towards English and French bilingualism. This era marked a strategic pivot by the Colombian government, which recognized the immense value of multilingual proficiency in fostering robust international relations and enhancing the country's global standing. French was traditionally valued in academic and cultural contexts, while English began gaining importance due to Colombia's growing relationships with English-speaking countries. This set the stage for the official programs that would come soon after. In 1982, Colombia launched the English Syllabus Program. This program was a turning point as it introduced structured English language curricula for public schools. It aimed to help students reach a basic level of proficiency in English, focusing on communication skills and ensure studying across the country had access to English education. This was one of the first steps towards making an English a standard part of public education in Colombia. Finally, in 1991, the government implemented the COFE project, a program designed to further strengthen bilingualism in Colombia. COFE, short for Colombian Framework for English, focused on training teachers, developing effective teaching materials, and standardizing language proficiency goals in schools. The COFE project emphasized the needs for skilled teachers, viewing them as essential to students' success in bilingual education. These initiatives in the mid-20th century laid the groundwork for Colombia's ongoing commitment to bilingualism, creating a foundation for more inclusive and effective language learning policies in the years to come.
In 1999, the Colombian government introduced the curriculum guidelines for the foreign language. This was a groundbreaking moment, and the test guideline provides a key framework for the teacher foreign language in the school. The analyze they ensure the student across the country had a solid foundation in another language, primarily English, to provide the future opportunity in the globalization world. Emphasis was on the places to developing student communication skills to ability to understand, produce mention of foreign language and the real situation, autonomous learning, promoting strategic and integrating linguistic skills for development intercultural competence. The Colombian Ministry of National Education launched the National Bilingual Program that improves the quality of education strengthening comprehensively to the ministry the for English language, with the aim of the increase the level communication competence and in English, promoting teaching at all education level, strategic to training of the English teacher, and developing appropriate varied teaching materials. During this period, this focuses on aligning student and language level for the Common European Framework of Reference. The plan made the bilinguals more accessible and consistent. The soft implementation the EC was suggest the various evaluation that allowed them to strengthen and witness they identify in the well as to appropriate improvement the for future initiatives. The Colombia Congress approved the law of 1651, a regulation that marked an before and after in the country language politics. This law denoted bilingualism law and established what is the allowed strategy to teaching and the learning of the second language, especially English. The law arose in the context of globalization where the mastering the language other than the Spanish. This considers essentially for competence of the student and integration in Colombia and increasingly in continental world. Is one of the predecessors of the official education established, with leaving a seat and special education for indigenous people, where the schools were required to integrate the English to a curriculum providing training to teachers to guarantee high quality language education. Law 1651 was its fundamental start towards making bilingual national goal, reinforces the English and the skill for Colombian students to the global panorama. Though training and country education program is the sought an English teacher at the pooling institution that run his level and the competence and the language and can taught effectively. The law, the 1651, was promoted to the Colombian students a could reach and the level of competence in English that will allow they have better opportunity in academic and work and social environment, where this law obligated the public institution to include in English essential for the curriculum, the setting and development basing and the advanced and communication skill, where institution must continue to school homogeneous and the quality teaching for economical and social growth. I mean to prepare to the competence in the globalization labor market. The government also offered insight to institutions and teachers and achieve good results and the teaching English. However, so the limitation with another resource on the some regions and the social economic barriers, especially the rural areas. The implementation though the law has been under suggest and the various evaluations that allow the strengthening for awareness to identify, as well as the proposed improvement of this application. This law continues to be essential step towards the modernization and globalization in the educational system in Colombia.
Hi everyone, today I'll talk about two recent initiatives that have had a major impact on bilingual education in Colombia. These programs are Colombia Bilingual and Colombia Very Well, represents most recent effort to strengthen English language education nationwide. Okay, classmates, we have Colombia Bilingual Initiatives that is from 2014 to 2018. This program was launched by the Ministry of Education to enhance the English proficiency in a public school. The main focus of Colombia Bilingual was improve the student language skill, study at the high school level, and make English education accessible to students across the country. It concluded teacher training, language resources, and English immersion program, ensuring that both teacher and student had the support needed to improve their English skills. This initiative was a step toward achieving nationwide bilingualism. Esto, mi bien. Then, classmates, in 2024, the government introduced the Columbia Very Well program, a 10-year plan running from 2014 to 2025. The goal of this program was to raise the national level of English proficiency, targeting both students and professionals to meet the demands of an increasingly globalized workforce. Colombia Very Well is focused on equipping students with advanced English skills and aligning with international standards to create more bilingual opportunities in both education and employment. Okay, guys, together these initiatives represent a strong commitment to bilingualism in Colombia, creating pathways for students and professionals to connect more globally and compete in the international job markets. So this is a very important information, so remembering, so this, no, ahí me equivoqué, marica, yo por la mierda.
In conclusion, the evolution of bilingual education in Colombia highlights a remarkable journey shaped by historical, social, and educational influences from its early foundations in the colonial period to the recent initiatives like Colombia Bilingüe and Colombia Very Well. The country's commitment to fostering bilingualism has only strengthened over the decades. These programs not only reflect the growing importance of English in a globalized world, but also underscore the significance of equipping the students and professionals with the necessary language skills to thrive in diverse environments. As Colombia continues to navigate its linguistic landscape, these educational reforms play a crucial role in opening doors for future generations, enabling them to connect more effectively with the world and compete on international stages. Through these collective efforts, Colombia is not only promoting bilingualism, but it is also enriching to cultural tapestry and enhancing the prospects of the citizens. So thank you very much for your attention.